everyone and welcome to this book haul video. I'm Inxlaura123. I've got some new books and in this video I'm going to show you what they are. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video. If you do, please click like and comment and please subscribe to my channel. Also don't forget to please smash that notification bell and then you'll see when I do live streams and also when I upload new videos. So hopefully you'll get some ideas for books that you would like to read. I'm a bookworm. I'm a proud bookworm. I read every single day and oh yeah, if you're on Goodreads, come and follow me on there. Then you can see what books I've read, what books I'm reading and what books I want to read. Link for my Goodreads is down below. Okay, so I'm going to pop my glasses on because without them I cannot read. So on they go. Boom. Right, so the first book that I want to show you, I'm so excited to have got, and it's by Ken Blake and it's called Two Dark Reigns. So this is book 3 in the 3 Dark Crowns series. So first of all, there was 3 Dark Crowns and then 1 Dark Throne, and this is number 3. So I'm not going to say too much about this in case you haven't read 1 and 2, but trust me, they're really good books and I'm so freaking excited to have got this. I did pay a bit extra to get it because it's not out in the UK as yet. So what I did, I'd go on eBay and I kind of order them in from America. So it does cost a little bit more, but if it's certain books that I really want, then I will pay that bit extra just to kind of get it earlier. But yeah, I'm so mega excited for this book. So yeah, that's the first book I want to show you. Second book I want to show you is a book that was actually recommended to me by a friend who, she's a fellow bookworm as well, and she said if I like the Night Circus, which I love the Night Circus, I will love this book. And it's called The Toy Makers and it's by Robert Dinsdale. So look at that cover, loving that cover, it's so cool. And it's about like this magical, mystical toy shop where the toys come to life and stuff like that. So I'll read the back to you. It says, help wanted, are you lost? Are you afraid? Are you a child at heart? So are we. The Emporium opens with the first frost of winter. Sales and stock taking, no experience required, bed and board included. Apply in person at London's premier merchant of toys and childhood paraphernalia. Papa Jack's Emporium, Iron Duke Muse, London. So yeah, I just think this sounds really cool, and it's just, yeah, I love like mystical kind of books like this, especially like when like toys kind of come to life and stuff. Apparently it also says on the book here that if you liked The Miniaturist, this is the book for you as well. So I do find if I like one book and then there's books kind of similar, that I'm going to like them as well. So yeah, I thought it looks a really beautiful cover and it sounds really intriguing and definitely my kind of thing. So yeah, that is The Toy Makers. Next up, I got this book by Grady Hendrix. So this is a novel called We Sold Our Souls. Rock on, baby. So this book mixes rock metal music, like a band who are a rock metal band, with Satan worshipping, the devil worshipping, selling your soul to the devil to get what you want in life. I just think it sounds awesome. I love Grady Hendrix, such a great author. My Best Friend's Exorcism, also by Grady Hendrix, was such a great book. If you haven't read that and you like horrors, honestly, you need to check that book out. It's so cool. I've also got Horror Store that I haven't read yet, but I will be reading. And yeah, it sounds so cool, like the whole kind of rock band and like dark stuff and dark magic and that. So yeah, got that in Waterstones. Next up, I got this book here, which is called Campfire, and it's by Sean Sales. See the Soles or Sales? I don't know how to pronounce it. I love the creepy eyes on the front. They really look like creepy. I see dead people. But yeah, this is kind of like, do you remember a show called Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because apparently in a lot of reviews they said if you like that show, the old Nickelodeon spooky show for kids that I loved, this is kind of similar, and like there's all like people who camp out in the forest, they tell ghost stories and, you know, horror stories of things that have happened and murders that have took place in this forest, and then things start to happen, horrible, gruesome, scary things start to happen. It says, be careful what stories you tell around the fire. So a few booktubers that I watch and that I love have read this, said it's really good, and I just think it sounds absolutely awesome. It says here, warning, do not read this at night. So because it's Halloween coming up, I wanted to have lots of like spooky books for Halloween. I might do like a little Halloween, October TBR video soon, because I want to show you how many spooky books I've got planned for October. I mean, look, I read horror all year round. I read all different types of genres of books, but I do love a good horror, mainly at Halloween, just because it just feels right. You know, it's October, it's a spooky book, you know. Anyway, so that is definitely, you know, my thing. Okay, next up I want to show you this book here by Deborah Harkness. This is the lady who wrote the All Souls trilogy. Look how beautiful is this cover. There are a few different covers, but I got this one with the red cover and the blue, and I just think this cover is so nice. So yeah, basically this is the same lady who wrote Discovery of Witches, A Shadow of Night and The Book of Life. Now there they are at the back there, you can see the covers, but I read that series so long ago, like literally a good few years ago, and I am kind of struggling to remember like parts about the story and, you know, different characteristics of the characters and who was and is that person bad, because I read so many books, like I just literally can't remember everything from every book, do you know what I mean, and all about the characters. So I have been going online recently and kind of doing a bit of a refresher thing and just kind of reading up on it, and it kind of comes back to me. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember, yeah, he was the vampire, and oh yeah, she was the witch, and they did that. And so it's worth, like, because the thing is, like, if you read a series, so say there's a book comes out this year, and, you know, then you have to wait like a year or so for the next one, and in between there's loads more stories and books that you're reading, so it's like, I don't know. But once you kind of refresh yourself a bit, you know, and this is kind of set in the same world, there's lots of the same characters in this book apparently, but there's also lots of new characters as well, vampires, witches, demons, and I just, yeah, time traveling, and I just think it sounds really cool. And as I say, I absolutely loved that trilogy. It was one of my favourite trilogies. And there's also a Discovery of Witches TV show that's just started in England on Sky One on a Friday night. And it's really good, and that's helping me as well, actually, to kind of refresh my memories of the characters and what happened in the stories and stuff. So yeah, check it out. It's a good show. Sometimes when they make TV shows based on books, not so good. It's kind of like hit and miss, but I think this one is actually really well acted, it's well made, and yeah, I really liked it. And also Deborah Harkness, who is the author, she made a little cameo. She was in it at the first episode. You see her sitting there, and I was like, that's Deborah Harkness. So yeah, it's really good. It's worth checking out that series, and this is the brand new one from her, Times Comfort. Okay, so next up I've got a book that I won online in a contest, and it's called A House of Ghosts by W.C. Ryan. Lovely black and gold cover, and so it's got like this creepy house at the front there, big old like creepy mansion house, and then at the back a creepy lighthouse. But yeah, it sounds really good. In a house of ghosts, the living await their certain fate. So this is like a ghost story. It's set in 1917 in the winter time, and it says, as the First World War enters its most brutal phase, back home in England everyone is seeking answers to the darkness that has seeped into their lives. Blackwater Abbey, and on an island off the Devon coast, Lord Highmount has arranged a spiritualist gathering to contact his two sons who were lost in the conflict. But as his guests begin to arrive, it gradually becomes clear that each has something they would rather keep hidden. When a storm descends on the island, the guests find themselves trapped, and soon one of their numbers will die. For Blackwater Abbey is haunted in more ways than one. So this is a kind of twisty-turny thriller mixed with a ghost story and a bit of like kind of spiritualism as well. Definitely my cup of tea, and I love that cover and stuff. It's just really cool, really shiny. So yeah, I was very lucky to have got that. And the last two books that I want to show you on my new book haul is these two here. So the first one is called The Dolls, and the second one is called Midnight Dolls. It says on here, where is it? Oh yeah, boys want them, girls want them to, sorry, let me start again. Boys want them, girls want to be them, and someone wants them dead. And the second one says Secrets, Power, Trouble. This is a duology, so there's just these two. I love the pink on this one, which looks kind of red in this lighting, but I promise you it is pink on the sides of the pages. So yeah, that one's number one, so I don't want to read number two because it ruined it for me or you, so I'll just read the back of this one. It says, the dolls, boys want them, Impossibly beautiful and dangerously powerful, they hold the town of Campfire under their spell. Newcomer Evanie Cheville is not so easily swayed by their glamour until she discovers she is a doll too. When a killer sneaks past the locked gates of Campfire, only the doll's combined powers can stop the murderer in their midst. It says it's sultry, seductive, irresistible. I think it's either like voodoo or witchcraft or something like that, and a bit of kind of Mean Girls thrown in, you know. I just think it sounds really cool. I got these on eBay second hand, and they're in quite good condition. Like, they're fine. I think they're fine. I love buying second hand books. Doesn't bother me. I mean, obviously I like buying the brand new, spanking brand new books, but I also like buying second hand. You know, it doesn't matter if the you know, the corners are up on the front cover or some of the pages have been folded. Doesn't bother me at all, as long as I can read it and it's in, you know, reasonably, you know, good condition. I quite like buying like second hand books, you know. So anyway, they are the books I have. So very quickly, I just want to show you the book that I'm currently reading and just tell you a little bit about that. This, I have actually took the dust jacket off. It's in my bedroom. Because when I read a hardback, I do like to take the dust jacket off. Do you? That is the question for you watching. If you read hardback books, do you read them with the dust jacket on, or do you take it off? Very important question. I mean, come on. You know, all the serious dramas in the world, that is my question to my viewers. Do you read without dust jacket on? Anyway, so that I do, because I don't like it when it kind of slips down, and it just feels nice to hold the book without the dust jacket on. Anyway, spending too much time on this. So it is #murder-trending. Ooh. Another one that I had to ship in from America because it's not out in England. I don't even know if they're bringing it out in England, so I had to get it. I absolutely loved, Gretchen McNeil is the author, and I absolutely loved a book she done called 10. It was so good. They were like in this creepy house, and one by one each of them would, you know, get killed, and who was the baddie, who's the goodie. Really good book that was. So I think they made like a TV show about it as well, like they, you know. Anyway, so this one's called Murder Trending, and basically it's kind of, the way I can describe it best is kind of Big Brother with executions. So it's set in the future, and basically executions are watched, and you can watch it via this app. So, you know, there's horrible murderers and stuff like that, and they get sent to this prison, and basically people, like the public, can watch the prisoners' like everyday lives, like their Big Brother kind of thing, and by the same time they also get to see their execution. And in the book it's really cool because like there's these pages where you just read like tweets. Hold on, let me try and show you. So you get like different, like it kind of looks like tweets and stuff on a forum and things like that. So yeah, basically the public watch and they can comment, they can follow the different prisoners, and some are more popular than others. But basically this girl called Dee, she's a young girl, and she gets accused of murder, which she didn't commit. Well, I don't think so. I'm like halfway through. I don't think she committed it, but there could always be a twist, but I'm not feeling that she did it. So she kind of, you know, sets out to prove her innocence, and she meets up with another kind of group, and each of these are also saying that they didn't do it, or, you know, so they're all kind of trying to help each other prove that, you know, they're not all bad and some of them shouldn't be there. So it's a really interesting, it's quite gruesome at times. Like, I'm not one for gruesome. I like scary, I like horror, I like gothic, but I don't really do like descriptive kind of gruesome gore. Makes me quite anxious. I don't like it. It stays in my mind afterwards. Like, I had really weird freaky dreams last night of being like chopped up and stuff because this kind of book though, it, you know, it says what it does. You know, I'm not you know, shocked or anything, because like you literally, as you turn the page, there's like lots of bloody kind of things, and you see like the knife. So, you know, I knew what it was going to be beforehand, but it's still, sometimes it's a little bit graphic. So I have kind of skimmed the bits where it's really like in-depth descriptions of how they're torturing and killing them. I'm like, oh, but the actual story is cool. It's weird. It's different. It's, you know, futuristic, and maybe one day that could happen. The way things are going in the world, who knows how, you know, life could go. But yeah, no, it's a really good book, and loving the whole kind of red cover of the book. So that's the book I'm currently reading. Okay everyone, thank you for watching. Let me know what book you're currently reading, or books that you want that are coming out soon. I think the books that I'm most excited for that are coming out really soon, that I have on my I have to buy list, definitely the new Marie Lu book, Warcross 2, which I've now completely forgot. Oh, Wildcard. I forgot the name. Wildcard. That's coming out soon. And also next week, I'll be at Waterstones the day it comes out, because I absolutely love V.E. Schwab. She's one of my favourite authors. It is Vicious 2, which is called Vengeful. I loved Vicious. Vicious was such a great book, like superpowers, and oh, it's just amazing. So if you've read Vicious, some people think that Vicious is a standalone book, right? And originally I think she said it was supposed to be, but because it went down so well and so many people loved it, she decided to write Vicious 2, which is called Vengeful. And you carry on finding out what happens to Eli and Victor and all the other characters. And oh, I'm so excited. So next week I'm going to be at Waterstones, just standing there. Hello, can I have Vengeful? Thank you. So then, there's some other books. Hold on. I've got my phone here. I've got on my Goodreads what books I am after. Hold on 1 second. Just, you know, just chill for a minute, have a coffee or something. Right. Let's have a look. I bet my internet won't work now. Can you? Oh, it is working. That's okay. Right, so my books. I really do love a bit of Goodreads. As I say, link is down below for Goodreads. Come and follow me on there, and you can see what books I've read and stuff. And as I say, want to read. Oh, so Dark Days to See. I want to get that by Alison Goodman. And oh, there's a book that everyone's raving about that I really want to check out, The Miseducation of Cameron Post. Apparently it was out in America for like ages, but it's going to be turned into a film or something, and people are starting raving about it, so I definitely want to check that out. And these ones I've already got. I've got them on my to read list, but I've already bought them. Oh yeah, Small Spaces by Catherine Arden I want to check out. That sounds really interesting. The Ocean and the Ocean Was Our Sky. Yeah, the Patrick Ness book really sounds cool. Like a kind of retelling of Moby Dick. Moby Dick. Another one that quite a few of my booktubers that I watch have been saying about is Escaping from Houdini by Kerry. I think that's Maniscalco. So I think that's part of a series though, but I'm not sure. What else have I got here? The Letting Go by Deborah Marcus. Yeah, these are just random. The Supervillain and Me I've got on my to-read list. Scream All Night by Derek Millman. Oh my god, yeah, this is what I'm excited for. The new Neil Shusterman book called Dry. I think it's wrote with his son as well, Jared Shusterman. I love Neil Shusterman, like Scythe and Thunderhead. Great books. And this is his new one. I wish it was like the other series, and you know, but I've got to wait till next year for that, I think. But yeah, this is like a new series that he's done with his son, and it's called, the first one is called Dry. Another kind of dystopian kind of book, but I think he's an amazing author. Oh, and another one, yeah, Laura Purcell, The Corset, Silent Companions by Laura Purcell was a really vintage kind of Victorian ghost story where the statues moved. I love that. This is her new book. It's out now. I think it come out today by Laura Purcell, called The Corset. I think that's about it. Who else have I've got? Oh yeah, Naomi Alderman's Disobedience. That sounds pretty cool. And Emma Carroll's Strange Star, and Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. I mean, I could go on for hours, so I'm not going to. But yeah, I mean, there's literally like so many books I want to read. Like, I'm just book mad. I'm book obsessed, you know. And Nathan, my fiance, is like, babe, like, how many books? And I'm like, I know, but I see a book, I want a book, I buy a book. And I do get around to reading them all eventually. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you for watching. Please click like, comment, subscribe. Links to my social media down below: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Goodreads. And I do have another YouTube channel. Please check it out. It's MinxLaura123 ASMR, where I make ASMR videos. Basically videos to help people with anxiety and insomnia. And yeah, so check it out. Okay everyone, I'm going to go tidy up all the books now. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I've run out of space on my bookcase, so they'll probably just be like piled up somewhere. Alright everyone, take care. Mwah. Bye.